Hello, SNA Assassinators. This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another podcast video. And yep, you guessed it. It is football night. Well, one of the football nights because it is Thursday night. You know what that means. Thursday night football review video today where we're going to be talking about what exactly went down, which was the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots in the Jets' home stadium at MetLife. And yeah, this was very, I'll say, decently good. And I'll say it was very similar to last week's matchup between the Dolphins and the Bills. The only thing difference was the home team squashed the away team, and yeah, if you haven't guessed it, if it's not already obvious enough, like me wearing this green on, because if it was the other way around, I would be wearing blue. But and for those that love see me wear blue, don't worry. I'm gonna be wearing a lot of blue tomorrow on my wrestling news and my SmackDown review video. But for now, yeah, we're gonna be rocking in the green like earlier when I was talking about the wildest news. And I'll say next week I will be wearing blue guaranteed, like for next week's Thursday night football review video. But for now, we're gonna be focusing on what just happened on today. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers did the job along with the other teams in the Jets. That's all I'm gonna say right now until we're gonna get into the point, like exactly why did they? I'm gonna tell you exactly how and why did they defeated the Patriots, like in their own home stadium, which it started off with them getting the ball first, like which I believe. Where they did a touchback or something like that, I believe so. They started at the 20 when Aaron Rodgers leaped the offense out in the field, like with him getting started, like until his drive on the beginning of the game on the first quarter. Now I'm keep repeatedly saying first, so I hope this is not getting annoying. But we're gonna get started off with them getting the first down. Like I believe he passed it to his running back Allen. This is where we got everybody's like 80, 89, like 18, and then it's where he snaps the ball right into the same running back. He run another first down near the 40, gain of 10, which sounds like about he was at they were like at the 35, 36 yard line, like after that first down. This is where they then regroup and go for another first down. This is where we got one of the tight ends were in motion. This is where he passed it off to his running back Allen once again, but this time he only got like about a 3-yard run, like which it got second and. No, it was not 3. It was like about 5. Yeah, I must be thinking about later on in the game. But this is the beginning. Like in this, like I believe I'm not sure if it's his third pass exactly, but yeah, it is to me when I'm reviewing it. But yeah, he passed it right on to him again, but he only got 5 yards. It was second and 5, and then this is where they try to go for it again when Aaron Rodgers, then snaps the ball. This is where he passed it right on to his tight end, what's his name? Like right on to his tight end. He launched it not launched it, but did a half long throw to the Jeremy. What's his name? Was that dude catch the ball? Like Aaron Rodgers snaps the ball, immediately throws it to his tight end in the right, which was what's his name was exactly Jeremy. It was Jeremy Rufford. That's what his name is. Like they catch the ball, but this is where we got. Yeah, Jeremy Rucker. This is where then we got what's his name? Aaron Rodgers then snaps the ball once again. This is where he throws it right onto his I believe his other running back, which was Hall. Yeah, it was Hall that he passed it to, but it's where like one of the defensive men, Tavay, like Tavai, like of number 48 on the New England Patriots did knock him over. It looked like he did it to the point that he did some kind of too much of a roughness, like I believe it was a personal foul, unnecessary roughness, because the referee then immediately threw the flag up. And then yeah, it was indeed the defense, because he explained it. This is where he's like, it's a personal foul, unnecessary roughness penalty, which it was on defense number 48, and then it's an automatic first down for the New York Jets, which they got like about I'll say 3 times ahead than they originally were. Like when they got the last first down, but this is where we got them going more closer. They were at the New England 30. This is where then actually they were like at the 31-yard line. This is where he passed it to his running back Hall. This is where he got a first down at the 21, and then and this is where then he was like, haha, like look at me, like I'm running all over you. And this is where then the defense is like yeah, but you didn't got in the end zone, so like we still got a chance of stopping you from even making scoring a point. Like, and even if you go for a field goal, we're gonna block that as well. But be a little bit of a spoiler here, that did not happen, because Aaron Rodgers fake passed it to Hall. This is where then he passed it to his other intended receiver in the left side, which was Wilson. Yeah, but the number 5 on the Jets. But the referee said nope. Like he did not catch it inbounds. Like that means like it was an incomplete pass, because the back of his right foot like stepped onto the white line of the out of bounds, like right after he landed, like when he was jumping. It was an incomplete pass of 2nd and 10. This is where Aaron Rodgers try again. Like if he's a quarterback, Britney Spears. This is where he passed it to his other receiver, Gibson. Yeah. He passed it to his receiver Gibson right in the middle, like, and this is where he got a first down, which I believe it got him like about 11-yard pass, because he was exactly at the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Like, in this where they were about to score, which they did. But I'm gonna get into that in just a moment. But this is where we got Aaron Rodgers. Then 8-19, like this is where he passed it right onto his receiver. This is where he immediately threw it right into to him in the left side, which was what's his name, Alan Lazar. Yeah, his former teammate from the Green Bay Packers. Which if they were still in Green Bay and if they're facing against New England, I would probably still be wearing green. I was saying like funny thing like about this, but it seemed like that was the case like tonight, like with Green Bay. I mean, not Green Bay, New York Jets. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get it mixed up now because it's a green team and they have Aaron Rodgers and Alan Lazar. But yeah, he passed it in. He got the touchdown. This looked like good old times from their time in Green Bay a few years ago. But yeah, that's where they got the extra point. They then went for kick it right to the New England Patriots next, like because they just scored like on them, like which was 7-0. But yeah, this next up we got the new quarterback Jacoby what's the name? Brissett, yeah. Jacoby Brissett, I believe that's what his name is. It's where Brissett snaps the ball once he was at the this is where he then snaps the ball, passes to his running back, only got 1 yard. But this is where then he tried to make it up for that, and he tried to throw it right into his intended receiver in the right, but he only got like about like 7 yards. Jalen Polk, I think it was Polk with a K. But yeah, that's where they regroup. And I said 7 yards. I meant to say 6 because they were at 3rd and 3, not 3rd and 2. Like when they were at that's where they got a trick, like with him, looked like he passed it to his receiver on the left side. But this is where he passed it to. This is where he passed it to his tight end Henry right into the middle, which he called right between 2 guys that sandwiched him. I was like, how did he get that? Like, wow, he's a very fantastic tight end. Like it looks like we found Rob Gronkowski's replacement, like in the shape of him. Like give him about a few years, and maybe we could be seeing him being on the playoffs more often. And maybe if he's lucky enough, he can win the Super Bowl as well. But it's where then we got That's where Brissett then passed to the running back, which was uh, 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 by Quincy Williams, like this running back, which it got like 2.5 yards, which was like either 2nd and 3 or no, that's like second and 7, yeah, because you only got 2.5 yards. There's pretty much 3, but it's where like you got them got done group huddling like one and what the quarterback was telling him what exactly going to do on the next play, which we saw what it was, which he fake passed to the fullback and the running back, like and back, and this until we tried to throw it right into his receiver, which was uh, the Austin Looper, the second string tight end. He tried to do it to him, but he overthrew it on the left side, even though it was kind of open right there. Like if he just had if he shortened down his limit of throwing on that play, like maybe he would have gotten the first down. Just saying, but yeah, this is where they try again because they have another shot of getting the first down because it was 3rd and 7. This is where we got Brissett then go for another throw, and this is where they went right back. I'm sure if it was better than the last time because he got sacked by the Jets defense. Like with him just getting sandwiched or maybe pancaked, even the better term is good, which was none other than like McDonald was there to just Mac trucked him. And then this is where the flag, this is where we got the flag was thrown by the offense because they were doing some illegal formation on the defense. But regardless, the penalty was declined because it was fourth down, and it was against the offense, not on the defense. So the Jets just genuinely declined the penalty, to just get a fourth down and make the sack count, which they did. And this is where we got. But this is where New England had no choice but to punt it because they were 4th and 16. This is where then we got. This is where they got and retrieved the ball. This is where then they started off at I believe at the 15 or the 14, which I believe that's what the New England Patriots landed the ball at when it got punted right onto the other side on the Jets' side. Is where we got Aaron Rodgers throw it right onto Hall, right onto the right side. That's where he managed to get the first down and got at the 24-yard line, but there was a flag on the play, however. This is where this referee that was called John Hussey, which I wonder where he gets the last name from, didn't explain what was the flag was on, which I believe was on the offense. It said it was a holding penalty, which it was on particularly on 83, which was the tight end, Conklin? Yeah, Tyler Conklin, that's what his name is. But they put him half-inch distance to the goal, after that hold penalty, which the tight end was like, how'd that a holding penalty? That was blocking. I was I know, referees can make mistakes like that. But despite that, it did not slow down the Jets. This is where we got Aaron Rodgers regroup and tell what's the next – what they're gonna do despite the setback. And they were back at the 5-yard line, at 2nd and 12, I guess you could say. This is where we got Aaron Rodgers then snapped the ball, passed it to his running back Hall, but he looked like he got about a 6-yard run, which was 3rd and 6, I guess you could say. But it's where I believe it was the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, because it was, and after that play, the timer went off. That's where then they had to start on the first the first of the second, in the final, the score on the first quarter is 7-0, which that's the overall score on that at the time in the beginning of the game. And that's the number one thing that I noticed. This game was more shorter than any of the games. That's because, it was more of a squash than it was last week. And And I would give it like for now the third place spot on the which third place spot on what was the best high ranked Thursday night football. About to say Monday or Sunday, but I luckily I correct myself at the last second. But anyways, this is where we got. Then we went back into the group is where we got Aaron Rodgers tried again, like if he's Britney Spears again, like he'd being a double Spears, I guess you could say. That's where he snatched the ball. That's where then he tried to blitz the blitz and go for a blitzing and juking the defensive lineman, which he did. Like he went to the left, smart move of the Super Bowl MVP. That's where he threw it right into what's his name? Right to his receiver, which was Lazar. Yeah, it was Alan Lazar. That's what his name is from his teammate. But this is where we got Jonathan Jones, I believe, stopped him. But yeah, while he stopped him and knocked him over, he started limping, and he was like, he's bending right over, like because it looks like his back and his legs are giving him the blues, and yeah, and it seems like that he's injured at this time. But let's hope that he's not. Like, yeah, wish all the positives onto on that guy on the corner position, I guess you could say. But let's move on to the next slide. That's where we got Aaron Rodgers to pass it right on to his running back Hall, which he ran it for like a good 15 yards or 14 actually, like almost 15 yards. This is where then we got right after Aaron Rodgers passes it to him, and this is where then he went for passing him again. This time he just handed it to him, which he got a gain of 7. Well, no, it wasn't Hall. It was Allen. It was his other running back, which he gained about like 11, 12 yards, perhaps. Like I would say about 12. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide. The next play, like which they were first down at the 35-yard line, which was the New England's 35 because they passed enemy territory. Of course, this is where they tried it again. This is where, but with the tight end in motion, this is where the distraction kind of working away until the last second they managed to trip over Allen. Once he tried to run right into the upper. I go for a break time. He only got a second. He got into the 2nd and 3, like which was first, like he only got like 7-yard run, but that's not bad. It's better than losing 7 yards or not getting any yards at all. This is where then he passed it right on to the Hall again, but this is where the linebacker on New England stopped him, which was the Vi, which was the same guy that got penalized earlier for doing that unnecessary roughness onto Hall. But that's where we got Aaron Rodgers. Then but this is where somehow let's say Aaron Rodgers was on his game, and this is where then he was prepared for anything that New England planned on doing when he was at 3rd and 5, like when him messing up a little, but this is where he managed to get the catch like right onto his receiver Wilson. Yeah, he gained like about maybe perhaps I'll say he was like at the 30, so I'll say and he went right into 25, I believe. So I'll say like a 10-yard pass right onto his receiver Wilson. But yeah, this is where we got next up is what's his name? Whether Aaron Rodgers tried to pass it right onto Hall, but it's where the Chiefs. This is where this is where we got the New England Patriots. This is where we got the Patriots defense then step in and finally start doing their job. This is where it was number 33 of the linebacker. What's his name? Jennings, that's what his name is. Jennings. He just went right immediately after Hall, and when he was trying to run towards the way outside of the right, but he gets spun around and got slammed back first right into the turf. This is where then he was trying to go for it again. Like if he's the Britney Spears in the NFL, or even just at least the defensive end or linebacker version, I'll say the defensive end, I guess. But this is where Aaron Rodgers then immediately threw it away right onto his running, his tight end, like that, he just threw right into the middle, which he was running towards the right side. Like he got into the first and goal mark and the red zone for the New York Jets, is where all the Jets fans start cheering, like, yes, like you're finally not sorry, like we've been asking for the last years, like since 2016. But anyways, this is where we got, yeah, he threw it right into Coughlin. Yeah, it was Tyler Coughlin that he passed it to, by the way. Like, went right into the right, throwing it to him. This is where Aaron Rodgers then regroup and then got into position in the offense on the first and goal line at the 6 or 5. This is where we got Hall nearly ran it in, but luckily the New England defense manages to stop him right around the 2. Which was the second down and goal. Even though he had some backup from his fellow offensive men, but he gets pushed right back still, and it was like first and goal. Second goal for 2, or second and goal at the 1. I'm not sure where it was. I believe it was at the second, but either way, like they got in with Aaron Rodgers passing it in. Looked like he was about to pass it, but he faked it to him. This where then he looked like he passed to Tyler Coughlin again, like he did when he got the first and goal. Like it turned into an unsuccessful pass, like right onto the left side. Like looked like it's about to be a touch, but it was that was the third down and goal. Like it was a number. Who was it? It was once Coughlin nearly got the ball when the defense onto the line side, like once that passed it, when they were under pressure on Aaron Rodgers perfectly threw a spiral right in the back of the end, which was number 27, which was number 27 New England. Let me know in the comments. Like I'm trying to remember his name exactly. It was but this is where we got next up we got them try to go for it again on the third attempt, like on play. But this is where he passed it to Hall again, but this is where he nearly got tripped over. But luckily he rolled right in the end zone like if he was a human tumbleweed, which but the referees claim that he tripped right over, like under the line and not over it, like with his knees right underneath the line of scrimmage, like and this is where the referees said like it was a fourth down, like when his knee was down, like but this is where the commentator pointed out like it actually looked like the knee is up and it's just twirling and not going down, and yeah. And this is where then Al Michaels agreed, like, yeah, like, but we need to look under review. But if they don't, like, if I was the Jets, like I would recommend them to challenge this play because they could win and convince him. This is where the coach on the Jets was attempting to, but this is where the referee's like, no, it's under review. No, we're under review right now, so don't waste a red flag. But around the very happy to hear that. And then this is where the coach was very happy. He started embracing with Aaron Rodgers. And I was like, wow, like I never thought I'll see him be this enthusiastic with them getting their second straight touchdown like that, which they did so right here. And yeah, there's going to be plenty more points where that came from, but maybe not much, but still enough to seal the deal. But we're gonna be getting into that in just a moment, but yeah, it was 14-0 after that touchdown. That was very arguably the which was I guess you could say it was very arguably intriguing and yeah, intriguing and fun, and amazing, I guess you could say. But yeah, this is where we got what they, the New York Jets were kicking it off to the New England Patriots. This is where and that's where then we got like excuse me. That's where we got the New England Patriots they got the ball. This is where oh no, wait! Before we get into that, I believe there was some unsportsmanlike conduct, yeah, on the during the kick, like on which they said it was on the Patriots, I believe, which was defense. That penalty with the that penalty must have declined with them. And this is where then we got this is where it was indeed New England. This is where they just let it. They did not worry about gaining more yards. They go for two, so they were yeah, we'll just receive the kick and we're just gonna do a punish their during the kickoff, which they did so by pushing them back right onto their yard field, nearly at the end zone. And the disadvantage where we got the Patriots was absolutely disappointed. That's where we got. That's where we got Jacoby Brissett was trying to pass it to his running back. The referee pointed that out, saying illegal, it was personal foul of illegal use, illegal the offense or something like that. Yeah, during the personal foul announcement. This is where they put the ball right where the spot of the foul was, and it's a replay second down with them getting the and this is where that I believe they got a 10-yard penalty after that personal foul. With Brissett was stressing out more. This is where they brought Stevenson back in the sidelines with him getting put out with another running back. This is where Jacoby Brissett that was passed it to his other running back, which he only got about at a 2nd and 9. But this is where they try to pass it to one of his intended receivers that was in the middle, which was supposed to be was it? It was after the but after the incomplete pass, it was flag on the play. It was it was number 11 that Brissett was trying to throw it to, but it's where it was Gardner that must have did something wrong because he get this is where he knocked him over more than he needed to. And this is where the referee was a personal foul and it's a unnecessary roughness penalty and it's on the defense. Number 1, I believe that's what he said. No, it was 44 actually. It was actually 44. It was none other than Jamie Sherwood, I believe. Jamie Sherwood. Yeah, that's with him going shoulder to head, making contact right into the head of the receiver, which that was partially the reason why he couldn't successfully catch the ball, which it was successful, but at the same time he did an illegal maneuver onto his rival offensive man. This is where that's where we got Brissett and passed his running back, which was who was it? It was Douglas. Yeah, it was Douglas that ran it right into the left side. This is where it looked like he got a first down on the play. I was not sure until they showed on on that little sign on the scoreboard, which was 2nd and 1. It's where we got the offense on the New England. This is where Brissett to try to snap the ball, but it was no better than the last play, and because he got pretty much sacked with him trying to throw it to Douglas, but it was too late. Or no, but those on the defense, it was it was it was this defensive end named Clark, like well his last name Clark, but yeah he knocks out Jacoby Brissett, like he spin him around. This is where he knew he failed, like but before he failed, he threw it to his running back, the intended running back. But yeah, the referee's like that does not count because like he technically got sacked. This is where like it is where it's where they got pushed back like a few yards back, like lost the 7. I mean, yeah, 7, 8 yards. Like it was 3rd and 9. This is where we got here's where we got Brissett then throw right onto the left. This is where he tried to pass it right onto his receiver. It was number 11, who was it? It was number 11, but this is where the Throtney, yeah, that's what his name is, Throtney, number 11. But DJ Reed was there to stop him, but it looked like he accidentally did some very I'll say physical was that a physical coverage before the ball was there, which that was a pass interference penalty because you cannot touch the receiver until the ball's coming the way, but none of that happens. And this is where they got an automatic first down on that spot where the foul was located. Where Reed and Thornton, yeah, that's what his name is. I said Thornton, I mean Thornton, but this is where he started clapping, yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. This is where then we got this is where Josh snaps the ball, but this is where he gets immediately sacked by the defense, but it was none other than McDonald, which he was like a mixed version of Aaron Donald, with one of the details is he's the number 99. He just spin around. It was him that lead the New York Jets onto that victory on that round of the play, with the other two guys coming in and helping them out, knocking them over. This is where we got Jacoby Brissett was okay, no matter, I got a couple more downs to go. This is where then he passed it right on to it was Sherwin. Yeah, it was Sherwin that tried to go for. Well, that's it. Sherwin? No, it wasn't Sherwin. What I'm talking about, it was he stopped the tackle right on to the running back number 4. He did a very tremendous job. I was like, man, New York Jets defense remind me of a defense that I know, who I know. But then again, they're facing against a rival team. This was kind of obvious, who's going to be victorious, even in their home stadium. I mean, that don't mean anything. But the thing is, New England's not as good as the Jets are. But anyways, this is where we got Brissett and tried to pass it right on to his running back Gibson, with him only gaining about how many yards? About 5 yards. But yeah, but either way, it got a first 4th down, which was about what was it it was a 4th and 11, but they were it was 4th and 19, so yeah, they only gained about 8 yards. They had no choice but to go for a field goal kick. This is where they attempt to go for one. This is where they were successful, making the current score on the time 3-14, only 11-point game, but yeah, they needed at least a couple of touchdowns to lead, but unfortunately it did not happen, because as soon as they kicked right back at the New York Jets, the New York Jets were prepared to they were already prepared to score their next point. This is where then we got with the New England Patriots kicking it right to them, but that's where I believe they just let it go for a touchback. This is where we got Aaron. It's where Aaron Rodgers got out there, like join the rest of the offense. They were at the 25. That's where we got Aaron Rodgers. What 318? I said hike, and then this is where then he passed it right onto his running back Allen, but he nearly gets clobbered by one of the defensive men on New England. But he still was up. He choked that one. But he still eventually got taken down by the Patriots' defense. It's where it was like about second and 9, only a yard. But this is where we got. This is where I tried to go for it again, but this is where you only got like about. I'll say about 5. I'll say about 5 yards on the play. This is where they were they're like 3rd and 4, like at the 30-yard line or maybe 31. I'll say, but that's why they made a mistake and went back to the 5 yards of this game, and that was a 5-star penalty on Moses, number 78, on of the Jets, with him like, oh my bad, like I was not trying to do that, like. And I was like, man, like, what is up with these clumsy dudes? Like, even though, like, they don't mean to, but sometimes they could be a little bit of a pest. Like, when it comes to of them in just a slight accident, like, at a wrong time. But this is where he snapped the ball. This is where he found his tight end, what's his name? Tyler Cocky, yeah. Tyler Cocky right in the middle, middle of the field, like with them gaining like what yardage they were at. They were like at the 40, not the 40. I'm talking about. I mean, they're at the I'll say they're like at the 35, but this is where he wants to right like at near the I'll say the 50, like 40-some yard line. He gained like over a dozen yards, which he got, yeah, which that was the first and more, I guess you could say. Like from him, this is where we got Alan Lazard like picked him right up, and he was like, yeah, like way to go, bro. And then this is where then they and then this is where they got a little bit of a break because it was the 2-minute warning. Again, this is where we got the most powerful force in all the sports entertainment that came on, and that was the commercial break. This is where we got this is where they showed like the 2nd and 1, like because he went directly out of bounds. He can even can start the next play. Like this is where like the referees advised the players like the last play was under review, like to see if Hall ran it across the line or if it was right underneath before he went out of bounds. Which if it was right underneath, then it would have been 2nd and 1. Like, but if it was over the line, it was going to be an automatic first down. But they're looking at like, did he went past the line or underneath it before he went out of bounds? But this is where, they reviewed it. This is where it ruled on the field was, let's see, I'd say about, I think it was a reverse, if I'm not mistaken, on this instant replay review. Like that was directly from the or the rule on the field actually it was because they said like his what's it called got knocked off. The football got knocked off right in his hands, and then and it looked like he didn't like there was a mistake because he did not gain that extra yards. Like it was only gained 8 yards, so that makes it 2nd and 2. This is where We got the next snap was already ahead. This is where Aaron Rodgers was back on the field with his boys. This is where he snaps the ball. He passed it right on to his running back, which was Hall, I believe, that got the 2 yards. All right, let's see. It was Hall. Like he got the 2 yards. It's where they got new sets of downs. It's where he then group huddled them. Like on the next play, that's where he snatched the ball. That's where he passed it right on the Hall again. This time he started running more yards, even though it was like not half